Hey, what's going on, guys? LogDadZip here, and welcome to the latest snapshot, 20W09A, the addition of some brand new blocks, the target block and my favorite potential block of all time, Crying Obsidian. This block is awesome, and rest assured, there's nothing to cry about. There's also a host of other changes in today's snapshot, including those to warp blocks, weeping vines, item name changes, biomes, mobs, and a lot more. But first, Crying Obsidian. This is the newest block to hit the snapshots. Look at you. This was actually a block that was originally planned for Minecraft years and years ago. In fact, it even had a texture that never officially made it into game but was found in the game files. This is the old Crying Obsidian texture. It's very different compared to the one we have today, which actually has a bit of a particle effect. I don't know if you guys saw it, but from time to time, the obsidian will actually weep. It will literally have tears that grow and fall from it slowly. Oh, it's so sad. 5 likes? Now, currently there's no way to actually craft Crying Obsidian. However, there is in fact a way that you can find it in-game. We'll get to that a little bit later. For now, though, one of the original purposes for Crying Obsidian was potentially to allow you to set your spawn point in the Nether, which some of the Minecraft developers have said is going to be coming in the 1.16 snapshot. So, for example, if we were to stand on top of this, kill ourselves very quickly, you'd notice right away that we're instantly taken back into the Nether. Oh, although we're in a different spot this time. Oh, this is where we started. So yeah, I forgot. I set my spawn point over here when we were playing around with the target blocks. And more on these guys later as well. But I want to do a little bit of a field test and compare Crying Obsidian to our regular Obsidian. You know, this boring old Obsidian that kind of looks lame compared to this new lovely Obsidian. Ooh. First of all, worth noting, regular Obsidian gives off no light whatsoever. Crying Obsidian gives off light. That's right, this will actually illuminate parts of your world. Now what you're seeing on screen right now is a timer so that we can see how long it takes for us to mine a regular obsidian block using the new netherite pickaxe. And then we're going to compare that speed opposed to the Crying Obsidian so you guys can get an idea. Okay, so we've got that one right there. Now we'll go ahead and mine up the Crying Obsidian and see what the difference here is in mining speed. Now I don't actually see these timers on screen right now, but you guys will, so you'll be able to see for yourself the difference it takes to mine between them. It might be the same, hard to tell. I'm not that good at counting. Alright, we're going to test out its block resistance properties. We've got 4 TNT here on the regular obsidian. As you know, TNT doesn't actually blow up obsidian. Just wanted to show it there for example. Now, we're going to try it with the Crying Obsidian and see if that thing can stand the test of time with explosions as well. And it appears to with no problems. Now, we try some creepers. I'll spare ya, creepers can't blow up regular obsidian. Can they blow up Crying Obsidian? No, it would appear not. And I'll spare ya, charged creepers can't blow up regular obsidian. But can they blow up Crying Obsidian? Well, it appears not. This is strong as ever. Oops. In fact, the only mob that can destroy obsidian happens to be the Wither. And we'll show an example of that right now. Cover this puppy up. Oh boy, can't cover that single hole right there. You'll notice that once the Wither explodes and spawns in and occasionally shoots some of his Wither skulls from time to time, you'll notice that he will in fact break obsidian. In fact, once he has his way. Hey, stupid. Ah ha ha ha. Oh boy. Well, this is not what I wanted. He's literally loose. But if you look over here, you can see that he did break some of the obsidian. So, will he do the same using the Crying Obsidian as his victim block? I guess we'll find out in a hot second once he explodes his way out of here. Presumably, he'll be able to break it just as he did the regular obsidian. There, yep. Oh boy, yep, he sure can break it. Worth noting, I suppose. But, wait, did he escape? Oh boy. But okay, how do you get Crying Obsidian? Well, don't fret, we'll get to it in just a little bit. It has something to do with one of the other changes in today's snapshot. For now, let's show you target blocks. This is actually a new redstone-themed block that you can use to activate different redstone-related objects depending on how good you are with your aim. To make one of these target blocks, you'll need a bale of hay as well as 4 redstone dust placed just like that for your target. Which is odd, it's not called target block, it's just called target. Very interesting. But note this, when you place it down, it's very easy to break and get back at a moment's notice. So you won't have to worry about using tools to acquire this very quickly. Different sorts of projectiles can activate this target block, including arrows, tridents, snowballs as you saw, and even eggs. Now, seemingly regardless of where you hit the target block, it will give off at least a small pulse of redstone signal to any blocks that happen to be at least somewhat close to it, or next to it, in fact. However, if you do have better aim, you'll notice something quite interesting. The closer you hit to the center, the stronger the signal of the block. So, let's hit the very edge here. As you can see here, we missed entirely. Wow, I need to work on my shot, so check this out. Only one pulse right there. In fact, not even enough of a pulse to light that light up, but a little bit closer, and you can see we got 4 right there. A little bit closer, you'll see we got most of them. And if we get a bullseye shot, we should, oh, well, again, I'm bad with my aim. If we get a bullseye shot, it lit up all of the lights right there. So this is going to be a great way for you to test just how effective you are at hitting a specific target. And this is going to be fantastic for any upcoming maps that require ultimate precision in order to complete certain objectives found within. For example, projectile activated door. Let's hit the side of it here. Doesn't really do anything. How about a little bit closer? Ah, there we go. We gave it enough power in order to open the door from this side. But if you hadn't had enough power, you would have only been able to, as you can see, power a small amount of the door. Or, far enough out, power nothing at all. Let us know in the comments section below what you think you might use this target block for in your Minecraft worlds. For now, we move on to piglin changes. That's right, they've seen some changes as well. Namely, zombie pigmen are no more. They've been completely replaced by zombie piglins. Check it out. Here is the old texture. Zombie pigmen, sorry buddy, you's long gone. Here's what they now look like in game. As you can see, they take on the new texture of the piglins, and it's combined with the former zombie pigman texture as well. Notice this guy's got an ear. The other one never did, so now they can actually hear me complaining about them. Hey, stupid. Please don't hit me with your sword. If you listen carefully, you'll notice something. Watch. Or listen, I guess. They take on the old sounds of the original zombie pigmen. If you didn't realize, the piglins have a new sound effect involved with them. But these guys are going to pay tribute to their former zombie pigman friends and keep that same sound effect, at least for now. So that may change in the future. Sorry, buddy. I'm not letting you out of there. Not only that, but the bartering loot table of piglins has been changed as well. Here is the new loot table. Everything you see up here is the new proposed changes. Now, what you're seeing up here below us was their old loot table. This is what you used to be able to get from them. As you can see, it's been dramatically improved. And if you didn't notice something, this is currently the only way to get crying obsidian. Let's see if we can get our hands on some right now. Okay, so please give me what I want. Crying obsidian, please. That would be good. Okay, he gave us some fire charges. We'll try one more trade and see if we can get our hands on some crying obsidian the natural way. Otherwise, I'm going to just drop... Oh, we got some regular obsidian from that. So, hey, now we've got a way to actually get plain old obsidian in Minecraft without needing to worry about creating it with lava. And more importantly, we've got a way of getting it in the nether. So I'm going to just drop all of this gold over here and see if we can check back in a little bit how much crying obsidian we got from one full stack of gold ingots. Meanwhile, there have been changes to wart blocks, namely the way you harvest them. Normally, you just have to break them like this, and it would take an awful long time in order to do so. Well, finally, I can finally stop saying it. Hoes, no longer useless. Hoes in the nether now have a good use. They're good at clearing nether wart and warped nether wart blocks. So check it out. We've got all these different variants of hoes, all these different types of hoes, and look how fast these hoes are cleaning up house right now. Beautiful. It doesn't appear that there's any difference in the hose utility depending on the material they're made of. Yeah, all the hoes work exactly the same. So good job, hoes. Finally. I'm so proud of you, hoes. Moving on, changes to climbing weeping vines. Namely, you can climb them now. Beautiful. Weeping vines can now be climbed. Compare with other climbing methods. You can literally just hold your jump button to climb vertically up these vines. In fact, I believe this is one of the first instances in which you can do that. I know in Pocket Edition you can climb regular vines this way, but I don't know if that's ever come to the Java edition of the game. Now, literally just holding up is going to allow you to use these vines as an elevator. Fantastic. Now, other climbing methods, you'll notice that it's roughly the same speed for ladders as it is for regular vines. In fact, I believe it's the exact same speed. And if we were to try and climb up this way with these vines, they all appear to have the same speed. Maybe even the scaffolding blocks, yes, all moving at the same exact speed as one another. Now you've just got a series of options as to which you'd rather use. There have also been some changes to the names of items, namely fungi. They've now been renamed to fungus. You see, crimson fungus, warped fungus. They used to be called crimson fungi and warped fungi. Well, that change was made because fungi is the plural of fungus, so this made absolutely no sense. Why would one single warped fungi be called fungi? As fun as they might be, these guys are singular. They're single guys, ladies, look out. Now it's been changed to warped fungus and, of course, crimson fungus as well. So very minor change, but a change nonetheless. So our piglins have finished up trading all the different ingots, and we can see exactly what we got our hands on. I've actually been slowly adding them to this chest. As you can see here, oh boy, wait, I think they're mad at me. Oh gosh, no, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. So from one stack of gold ingots, we got all of this. Potion of fire resistance, 2 of them. 5 quartz, 6 ender pearls, 10 warped fungi. See what I did there? 16 string, 10 nether bricks, 31 fire charges, 19 obsidian, 2 glowstone dust, 32 shroom lights, 4 leather, 5 magma cream, 4 gravel, 9 warped nylium, and 21 crying obsidian. So, you basically get about 1 crying obsidian for every 3 pieces of gold you get. Now, that might just have been luck of the draw there, but as you can see, it's gonna be pretty rare to get crying obsidian, at least for now. But anyways, back to fungus and fungi. You can now pot these fungus in potted plants. So yes, you can now use them as decoration. Hi, new friends. Ultimate decoration alert. Yo, what am I, the greenest thumb in the world? Unfortunately, you can't put any vines, no weeping vines, which makes me weep, truly. But don't let that fact push you around, because now we can let lava push for us. Flowing lava will now push entities like water. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Wither skeleton, slowly being pushed. This was never the case beforehand, so now it's like a fun little lava ride. It's like a lava slide instead of, you know, not doing it from before. Hey, ugly. Yo, you suck. Which means that goes for netherite items as what. Get in there. Yes. That will slowly get pushed all the way down to the end. So if you have fire resistance, if a mob does, or if you've got some netherite on you, they will now be pushed by the flow of lava. Quick thing worth noting, you can also put roots into potted plants as well. So now you've got even more plant options. Sorry about that. Forgot. One change worth noting, piglins, when they are in the overworld, still transform into zombified variants. However, they now turn into zombified piglins and not the zombie pigments that they did once before. But there is a new tag known as, quote, is immune to zombification, which is a data value you can add to zombie piglins that will keep them from turning into zombie piglins in the overworld. Final change in today's snapshot worth noting, outside of tons of bug fixes, is that there are now lovely transition effects for going into different biomes. It used to just be this instantaneous swapping of color of the render fog nearby. Now it moves at a much more appropriate speed. Perfect example, going from this purple in the warped forest over to this blue in the Soul Sand Valley, back to this red that you find mostly everywhere else in the Nether. And so you know what it looks like when you don't have night vision on. Everything is the same, just much darker. So again, transitioning into the blue from the Soul Sand Valley, out from that red over there, deep red might I say, over to this very, very dark purple. Spoopy. But hey, that's the snapshot. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified of future snapshot videos right as they come out alongside some other awesome Minecraft content.